study about how you can use synchronized keywords and what are the different ways synchronized keywords can be used. This is the fifth lecture in the series Multithreading in Java. So let us begin. In the previous lectures we have studied about what is a race condition, where the race conditions occur, what are the critical sections of your code, and how synchronized keyword ensures mutually exclusive access to the critical section of your code or the part of the code which is being written inside the synchronized block. So now let us study about what are the different kind of usages of the synchronized keyword. So the first usage of the synchronized keyword is in instance methods. What do we mean by instance methods? Instance methods are simply all those methods which are part of the object and not static methods. Second, static methods. Static methods are all those methods which you define as static in your code. Third, synchronized blocks inside an instance method. As the name suggests, if you write a code inside a synchronized block which is part of the instance method, it is a separate way of using the synchronized keyword also. And another one is synchronized blocks inside static methods. Now let us go into details inside each one of these usages of the synchronized keyword. Now inside instance method usage. So let us see a demo of how you can use the synchronization keyword with an instance method. So here, as you can see, this is the example of how you can synchronize an entire method. So as you can see, we have not provided any object to the synchronized keyword to take lock on. So whenever you synchronize an entire method, the synchronized keyword by default takes a lock on the instance owning that method. That is, whatever object you create of the synchronized demo, in our case we have created this synchronized demo object and then called doInstance method demo. So the lock is taken on this particular object. Now what is the issue with this kind of code? If you are going to synchronize an entire method, let's say that you have synchronized another method, and inside this method you are not modifying the same shared variable as in the first method. Here as you can see, int a will have the int a defined inside this method will have a different memory address than the int a defined in this method. So both the memory variables are different. So both of these two methods are not sharing the same variable. So you can have multiple threads running these two methods concurrently and still not facing any problems in terms of race condition or critical section. But because the synchronized keyword has taken a lock on the instance object of this synchronized demo, only one of these methods can be executed at a point of time. So here you have ensured that inside this particular method there is no problem of race condition, but also you could have done it a bit better so that the performance of your code would have been much better. Here you have made sure that only one thread will be executing both of these methods at a single point of time. So here I have explained the same, that the lock is taken on the monitor of the instance to which the method belongs, and that's why it is really a good idea to synchronize the entire method. Now let us look at the second usage of the synchronized keyword. It is static method usage. So let us first see a demo that how you can synchronize a static method. So if I just comment this out and call this static method demo, here you can see that we have synchronized an entire static method. What we have done is you have defined a method static and you have introduced the synchronized keyword in the method definition. Now as you know that a static method doesn't belongs to the instance objects. The static methods belongs to the class object. So whenever you use synchronized keyword with a static method, the synchronized keyword takes a lock on the monitor of the class object of this class. So basically synchronized keyword takes the lock on the object synchronized demo.class. Now as you know that for each and every class inside the JVM there is only one class object. So the same problem occurs in the static method synchronized keyword usage as well, that if you have second static method which is also being used. So here what the problem, if you have a second instance method where again the static synchronized keyword is used, you will face an issue like this. Let's say, so if you have these two static methods getting synchronized, now you know that the synchronization is occurring on the same class object, so two threads won't be able to execute these two methods concurrently, although that there is no issue of two threads executing these two methods concurrently. So this will lead to a degrade in your performance of the code. The third way to use the synchronized keyword is in synchronized block inside an instance method. So now the syntax here is, you can provide a lock object. Let us check the demo. Now here, as you can see, what we have done is we have defined a method. Inside this method we have created this synchronized block, and inside that we have written our code. Now here I have taken the lock on the instance object, but as I told you before also, that taking a lock on the instance object is not that good, because it will cause various performance related issues if you have multiple locks on the instance object inside that class. So although there can be the case that two parts of your code are mutually don't need to be mutually exclusive in terms of execution, but because the lock is taken on the instance object, both of those codes won't be allowed to run concurrently by the JVM. And similarly, if you want to check that how static code block demo, if you want to, so here what we have done is we have created a static method inside which we have used the synchronized keyword. This is the fourth usage of the synchronized keyword. Here you can provide an object on which you want to take the lock. Only two kind of objects can be provided. One is the class object, the same object that was being used when you were using the synchronized keyword as the method synchronization of a static method. Or you can create a static variable, as I have created here. You can say the static integer abc equals to 0 and take lock on that. So this is what I have explained, the static method code block usage. In this, the syntax is the same as instance method code block, but the only difference is you can either use class object as a lock or a static variable as a lock. So I hope that you have been able to learn in details about the use of synchronized keyword and where you can use it from the previous and this lecture. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.